The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Moore, the man in motion.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
Come on.
Now Murray throwing on second down.
It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins taken down at the 42. This defense for the Bears, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Another run here with Dobbins.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. Pretty nice effort.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing now is Murray.
And this pass broken up. The contact right on town there, and now 4th down. Here's Matt Araiza now.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. On the return, here's Agnew. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Bears take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
go. Hey, Ken. Up. Right.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And right away, he lost the football. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Off play action. Fields.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, and yes? Because ultimately, to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Murray off play action. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Troy McBride, the intended receiver.
And now it's 3rd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Murray now to throw.
And that is incomplete. Defensively, and that brings up 4th down. Matt Eliza now on to punt this one away.
Yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Tony Pollard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials are walking up.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Dobbins trying the left side.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Miller's throw complete to McBride.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Third and 3.
Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
The average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Looking deep here for Mooney.
And Unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray eluding the pressure right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position. Sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Here we go.
You literally wait till my man hit the ground and say hold it. Fuck my dick.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flushed out right. The ball caught by Campbell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
In that situation, we used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him on balance.
And he did.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked in terms of the zone.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Pollard again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action.
Here we go.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
On play action, Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now it's Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Joey Sly on for the field goal.
Sly able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. Touchdown, Bears! Harris Campbell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Murray. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That escapes the sack. And that is incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Murray to air it out again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Murray now. He'll fire deep, looking for more. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and through. And that will cut the lead down to 15. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
A final shot before the break. Fields. Look at the big man rumble. Fights through it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the half that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. Now they can't bring him down. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Trying to run for it with Pollard.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. And it bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Murray now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4th down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on the 1st down.
Just come back and check the laundry room garbage.
Moore, the man in motion. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, It's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
Green, green, green.
Hey, let Dumb and Dumber outside.
Now on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
It's good.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He can't get him down. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
Here we go.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
EQ.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. He gets away from one. Still going. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Fields. His throw incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Green.
Now Murray off play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jervon Dexter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Hey, Ace.
To throw, it's Murray. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Hey, hold on. Buzz.
Here's Murray. Flush to his right. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins, 33 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now Fields. Campbell making the catch. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 151 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Angel.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Right.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right.